All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is June 26, 2024. It's a special day for me. BYOB Market Wrap Up by me, John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. Let's take a look at some charts. First chart, SPY. Let's look at it on the 10-minute. Nice thriller trade right there going into the close. You can see him banging on the door too. Anchored VWAP. That's the pink line. That starts right back here, all-time high anchored VWAP right there. You knew that was going to be a target today the minute you start making higher lows. The minute you start making higher lows, you know all-time high anchored VWAP's probably going to be a target sometime today, maybe even 2 or 3 times. All right, so 10-minute into the close, uptrend. 2-hour into the close, uptrend. GDP 8:30 tomorrow morning before the market opens. I do expect it to be good. All right, so there's 2-hour. Like to see them close it up over all-time high anchored VWAP. Not sure if that's going to happen or not. Okay, looks like the options are going to close up there, but I don't know if we're going to close up here. Looks like we did. Daily candle. Yes, daily candle does close. Higher low, higher high. Closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. All right. Pivot today was 544. And boy, did they test 544 several times. All right. So there's SPY. Nice uptrend. We got a gap down here. If they got below 544, First target would have been 541.56. And then, of course, the top of the gap right here. Okay? And if they'd have got through that, it'd have been gap fill. And then the breakup candle low right here at 531. All right, so there's SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. I'm going to go out on a limb like I always do and say they probably did the same thing. Daily candle, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17. FNGU, probably the same thing. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17. Same thing. Okay, by the way, QQQ, excuse me, FNGU, SPY, Diamond Dow, all in uptrends. Here's Diamond Dow, not the same thing. Lower high, lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. IWM, just a 4-letter word, disappointment. You're right there, lower high, lower low, closing under bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Will they ever stop selling? All right, let's take a look at our technicals. All right. Here we are. We camped out for another day at the Sellers Drive-In right here. All right. All we did was watch movies and pop popcorn. We did make a higher low right here in the sell zone. And we did, at the end of the day, you can see us meander our way. I think we just tripped over a parking block, and we tripped right into the Sellers sells chop zone. So I don't know whether that was intentional or they just tripped and fell in there. But we all day just not very nice, not very enthusiastic. Okay, you can see here it is, T2123. Right there, red all day long until we had too much to drink, and I think we tripped and fell in the seller's chop zone. Okay, no sound. Are you sure? Can anybody else hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you all hear me? Judy can hear me, okay? So refresh. R2D2 can hear me, so refresh. All right? Yeah. Stefan. Always refresh. All right. Okay, you can see selling all day long till they had too much to drink, a little bit too much Coca-Cola or something, a little too much candy, and they wound up tripping into the seller's chop zone. Last three candles green right there. Notice we're still not filling any gaps. Okay, I mean I had some hope right here, and then along came yesterday. And then here we are today, and today was bullish, still not filling any gaps in those small caps and mid caps. You know, we're like under a force field, you know, from the Death Star underneath this 200 SMA. We got the Death Star force field just pushing us down. We're hanging out in quadrant 1 now. It's been more than 3 days, looking like a whole week from the 17th to the 26th. Okay, nothing good happening here. We're stuck in quadrant 1, way under the midpoint, well underneath the lower third, and we're testing these lows. I don't know if their mission is going to be complete till they get a lower low. All right, so that's where we're at with T2123. 3-bar, again, same thing, rising 200 SMA. We melted through that like a snowman in July. Just saying, nothing good happening here. Again, we're not filling any gaps. There's no strength in the small caps and mid caps. It's all those 9 stocks in the FNGU. That's the only thing holding up the market. It's like holding up the world on toothpicks. Okay, that's what it feels like. We got like 9 stocks just carrying the whole load. FNGU. All right, here we are today. Green from beginning to end. Look at that rip away from VWAP. See that? Nice launch right up there. Okay, back on, what was I saying in the pre-market? Gee, guys, I hope we can get back on top of the 200 SMA and consolidate. Hey, this is what's going on. Right there, back on top of the 200 SMA, and we're consolidating. All right, I don't always get my wish, but got something happening today. All right, so let's go back and take a look at a few sectors. All right, let's take a look at silver and gold. There were in flaky uptrends, but they were in jeopardy this morning. Yep, guess what? Silver starts a new downtrend today. I said takes out this low, we're in a downtrend. Lower high, lower low, closing below the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Silver now in a downtrend. GLD. All right, GLD got to take out this low. All right, so GLD just hanging in there to that flaky uptrend. All right, but you can see lower high, lower low, closing below the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA, just barely hanging on to the uptrend. I got to tell you, it did take out this low. Now we got the flaky downtrend. If it takes out this low, we got the downtrend. So GLD in the flaky downtrend. All right, so the flaky uptrend is over. All right. So what do we got for a low here? 212.26. Low here, 212.12. Okay, so we took out this low. All right, got to take out. So we got the flaky downtrend here on gold. Flaky uptrend over. Silver. Flaky uptrend is over. USO. Told you it's flaky uptrends. All right, USO. In an uptrend. There's the high. We beat the high. We're in an uptrend. Three days of consolidation up over here on support. I love that. Nice to see a breakout to the upside pretty soon, hopefully. All right, so price action for today. Lower high, lower low. Closing inside a bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. USO, uptrend. UNG, still in an uptrend till it breaks this low. All right? Still in an uptrend. Doesn't look pretty, but it's still in an uptrend till it breaks the low. So UNG, lower high, lower low, closing under, bearish trap underneath, a rolling over 17 EMA. All right, there's UNG. So we got minor support rate in there, 1761. Okay. Really don't want to see it break this area right here. Okay, gonna come down here. You can test it, but I want to see a V bottom, not a U bottom. See, here's a nice V bottom. Comes down and gets out of there quickly. Okay, I don't want to come down and hang out for 5 months and then finally get out of there. Here's a nice V bottom, down and then right back up. Failure to make a new high though. Didn't like that. Okay, so there's UNG. All right, let's take a look at a few sectors. SMH. SMH still in an uptrend till it breaks that low right there. That's May 31st. Okay, still in an uptrend. Got a little higher low, higher high, closing inside a bearish trap. XLK, technology sector. Higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend till it breaks this low right here. That's 531. All right, that's XLK. XLF. XLF got the flaky uptrend right there. Okay, XLF in an uptrend, flaky uptrend. Lower high, lower low, closing under bearish cross underneath the 17 EMA. XLF, we do have an uptrend. Let's take a look at IYT. All right, so IYT, I don't know what's going on, but IYT this morning had a candle up here and it made a higher high. Okay, so now I'm looking at yesterday's candle and they seem to have adjusted the data on IYT. So IYT, we did have the transports unintentionally in an uptrend because we had some bad data. Looks like they fixed that. So IYT back in a downtrend. All right. And today's price action is an outside day with a lower low and a higher high closing under a bearish cross, under the 17 EMA, under the downtrend line right there. Okay. All right. I'm going to take questions in the room. All right, if there's no questions, I'll see everybody tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We're going to kick it off with GDP, and it should be pretty good. I don't expect it to be fantastic, but I do expect it to be probably right in line. All right, anybody here? Yep, thanks T, thanks Judy, thanks Alexander, R2D2. Stefan, I hope you finally got it refreshed. Mel, everybody. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks, Graham. Marley. All right, I'll see you guys all tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll do it again. Should be a nice day. Hopefully GDP takes the market higher over that all-time high anchored VWAP. We'll see it. Thanks, Alexander. All right. See you all tomorrow. Thanks. Everybody have a wonderful, safe evening.